Okay. I had to switch my cable out earlier. Hold on, I think the game is kind of loud. Okay, I had to switch my cable out earlier because I was using the wrong cable. So whoopsie. We're so back that I was on mute. Isn't that funny? Let me make the game like a little bit quieter on my end because bro is blasting in my ear. Okay, this is also my first time streaming with these specific headphones because I got them for Christmas, so this is kind of a jump scare. I can't hear anything anything outside. Yeah, I'm so like jittery. Sorry, I can't get used to streaming with this model. Everything is so like sensitive. Like the way I move my mouth, the way like my eyes move, like VTuber finds out about VTuber model. I literally made this freaking model. What's wrong with me? Yeah. Good morning, people. I don't know how I did this for 2 years straight. I leave for like 3 months, which isn't even a long time if you think about it. And I come back and I'm like, what the flip? I don't either. Yeah, streamers when they don't know how to stream. I miss the re-debut. It's so nice seeing all the background stuff again. I miss Betty, like long lost family. I think it's so funny how I haven't even opened Reverse 1999 since like the one time I played it, but there she is, and there's Chroma right behind her. I can lean back so far. This is so wee. I'm having too much fun with this. Wee. Okay. Anyways, it's good to see you all again. Ignore like whatever is going on down here. Do I have... Where's Punishing Bird? Why do I not have Punishing Bird? Where bro is gone? Where is bro? Where is... That's not... He's there. He's there. Did I get rid of Punishing Bird? What the freak? Let me see if I can find him again. There he is. Can't believe he disappeared. Anyways, yeah, if you see this over here, it's outdated. I don't really know what's wrong with it, but that is in fact there. Hold on, you can go up here. Yay! If we do get to a trial and stream, I will summon Markup King 2023 like it's the Pharaoh of Yu-Gi-Oh! Me when my... What's it called? When my... Oh my god. I literally can't think right now for some reason. What's wrong with me? When my defense attorney is Damien, the D in DA stands for Damien. Punishing Bird kind of fits with Apollo's hair thing. Oh my gosh. Does it? It could. Also, speaking of Apollo and trials, I haven't even finished the first trilogy. Look at my lawyer dog. Your future lawyers are playing Ace Attorney on and I'll have VTube Studio open. Look at our future prosecutors have Punishing Bird PNG. No. Let's see. Is anything working? I don't know. I hope things are working because the subscriber thing did change. Hi homie, if you that is in fact accurate and it did in fact change accurately. If not, then I don't know, the thing is just kind of broken because yeah. Guys, is this game woke? Clavier Gavin makes it woke. Oh my god. I don't know what goes on in this game. I know very random things that happen in this game, but there's like yaoi, I don't know. Guys, is this a BL? So it is working. It is working. Okay. I'm scared. I'm gonna be so bad at this. I haven't finished the original trilogy. I know what happens vaguely in the games I haven't played. I'm like a little more than halfway through the second game. Although I'm going to dip due to classes, I figured I'd check in. Hello, Kasunda. We're straight up lawyering it right now. We're gonna die so fast. By we, I mean me. Another game I'm streaming simply because I need people to backseat me because I'm so bad at it. Oh my god. I have a complicated relationship with the AA franchise. So do I. On one hand, it's great, and I think the characters are great. On the other, sometimes the gameplay pisses me off. Because why have I already come to the conclusion when everyone else needs to be, like, explained to it? I can't read that on Tumblr. I need to study kanji again. 2007. That was a long ass time ago. Woo. I wouldn't dream of backseating anything related to logic. C. Turnabout Trump. Uh-oh, am I gonna get... Oh no. Girl, the tariffs. Okay, what's going on? I just realized my phone isn't charging right now. Oops. I'll get that once this cutscene is over with. These are N4 vocab words. I haven't taken my classes in like over a year, in my defense. One of my semesters was literally cut off. Showdown time. Oh, there's cards. On the topic of my classes being cut off. We are all in a very big bus and all in the back seats. Thank you for driving us. Yeah, bro. We're going to go 30 over the speed limit. Eek! I just remembered I have to say everything that goes on in this game. Are you guys ready for bad voice acting? Really bad voice acting? Uh-oh, someone's dead. Oh no. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. Are you giving Clavier and Christoph German accents? I don't know how to do a German accent, but I can try my hardest. I can try my hardest. I'm sorry to any Germans who are here today. Panicked, palm sweaty, mom spaghetti. I can admit it, I'm nervous. Oh god. Hi, good morning. Good morning, sir. You look tense, Justice. I for real don't know how to. Wound up tight. Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. Interesting wording. That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Your first trial and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh? Just watch Christoph's waltz scenes in Inglorious. What does that mean? I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do... Oh! I need to watch a thing from a thing. Okay. I don't know why I do these so early in the morning. The actor. I don't know actors. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Core Steel voice workout. I'm fine. Huh, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your speech. I overdid it again. As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift. Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift. What's wrong with him? As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. Yes, I'm fine, sir. One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. Is that Nepo? Who knows? Do you think Christoph knows about Far Cry 5? No? Would he? Would Far Cry 5 take place in the same universe? Sorry, I just noticed this painting up here. Does Christoph Gavin play video games? Does he know about Far Cry 5? Gulp. I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. Hi, client. I'm Apollo Justice. That's literally what I just said. That's a far cry. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way. Huh. Paw. Whoa. Are you studying for the lsat now? I was, and then I was like, actually, what if I made different career choices? There is an AA for art with Christoph playing video games, so there is a slim possibility he knows about Far Cry 5. Oh my god. Christoph Gavin knows about Joseph Seed. No! ... Good, morning, says Apollo in the most Izuku Midoriya voice he can muster up. Morning, it's all up to you today. First trial, nervous. Meeting him, cardiac arrest. Who is this man? Wink. Wink. I just can't imagine anything with the Deku Ian dub voice for Apollo. I'm sorry. I don't know where it came from. He said, my name is Apollo, and I just ran with it. I think I'm supposed to say something? Help? So you're... Fine! I'm fine. Mr. Fine, is it? I did remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. Well, I just came to say hi today. Hi, Rena. Hi! Why are you making him sound so moe? I don't know. Is Apollo just as moe? Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney, and he's your friend, so why? You'll see. You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean, It's time, shall we? Yes, sir! Larry Butts exists, so a Mr. Fine could fit perfectly. Exactly, this is the Ace Attorney universe. I'm more surprised there isn't someone whose last name is Fine. Guys, everything is BL if you try hard enough. So true. Okay, I need to focus. First trial. Here comes justice. Here comes justice, he says. April 20. That's in 5 days. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. He's such a little moe boy. He's like Yuri to me. No. The court is now in session, says the judge in this goofy voice. Oh, what's going on with his hair? What's going on with his hair up there? What? Is that going frontwards or backwards? Ew. Who let him walk out of the house like that? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Ah, too late. Your name was Mr. Justice? And this is your first trial? Yes, Your Honor. But I'm fine, really. Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. You kind of sound like this guy from this anime my grandchildren watch. Mr. Gavin. Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always cede to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice. Well, of course he wants justice. But to entrust his case to this greenhorn? Why? He has more hair now, yet looks balder. It's the contrast between the bald spots and the actual hair. It's like... I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin. Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience. Fine. But does he have cords of steel? Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. Oh my gosh, tutorial, kya! ... This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Mr. Wright, how could this have happened? I won't speak of it further then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne.
To think I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains.
Winston Payne, subtle as ever I see. Why did he grow his hair out? Why? He should shave that. Oh my god.
Ahem. The crime occurred at the
Borscht Bowl Club.
a Russian restaurant. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him, wham, on the head, smack, killed him cold.
A customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you say he was?
The pianist for the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright. A pianist? He looks so lost. Can that even be considered growing it out? I don't even know. Like, where did I come from? I swear that part was bald.
This is the weapon that took the victim's life, a bottle of grape juice. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence. Deadly bottle added to the court record. Grape juice bottle used as a murder weapon. Bears the defendant, Mr. Wright's footprints. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently. The court record.
Right, I've heard of that.
Use E to look at the evidence so far. Yeah. How long did I yearn for one of these? Just putting it on makes me feel ready. The time of death was around 2 a.m. April 17. Death caused by a single blow to the forehead. Hair transplant. Wow, he could afford that. Can he afford that? Hasn't he been like losing? I mean, I guess he gets paid anyway. Wow. It's a worm that he put on his head. He panics and it just falls off and you just see one of those like worms on a string thingies. Deadly bottle. It's so deadly it can make someone get drunk to death. Oh no! And then somehow he hit his head on the bottle. Oh no! Alright, class is going to start in a few minutes. Bye bye! Good luck with class! The sub-basement at the Borscht Bowl Club. Can I look at this more? Whoa. Okay. Okay. Witness my terrible observation skills. Those are poker chips. Copied and pasted. Cards. More cards. That's a vase. That's a dead guy. Yeah. Video game. Okay. Profiles. Boss at Gavin Law Office is a first-rate defense attorney and my trusted mentor. Pianist at Borscht Bowl Club, formerly an ace defense attorney. He said the words, ace attorney. I can't believe Phoenix Wright would do this. How dare he? He's just a pianist. Shady Smith. His name is Shady Smith? Really? The victim in this case, a traveler only recently back in country. The prosecuting attorney, for all his experience, he lacks a certain presence. Okay. Epicness. I'm confident in your ability to handle this. Right, just use E. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. I forgot the voice. So, the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this, Shady Smith fellow? Well, he's shady.
We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor.
Traveler?
According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear.
And he had some sort of connection with the defendant.
That, too, is unclear at present, Your Honor. We believe they first met at the Borscht Bowl Club on the night of the crime.
If they had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim... I just remembered. My phone needs to be charged. Hold on a second. Oopsie. My chair is so creaky. Okay, bruh. Get on the stand thingy. Whoa. Wow. Okay. The judge should probably be named only judge for all we know. No! He very much could be. I don't know how I feel about that revelation. Okay.
That doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean.
What does it mean?
As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime.
Wait a second. Isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in and of itself. Awkward. Awkward. That would be really awkward for his brother, who is also a judge. We got only judge and another judge.
Indeed, it appears our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal.
Objection, he says. It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor. Oh my gosh, hi Cliffoth! We're straight up lawyering it right now. Am I straight up lawyering it? I'm not lawyering it. Is it Bongi's birthday? I'm struggling here. He just has that hat, you know, for funnies. Cause like, why not? You know, like, where I can't. Why can't I? Did I for real? Wait, the bird is still there. Wait a second. Wait a second. You guys, Punishing Bird has been here all along? That's crazy. What? Hold on. Two of him. I just deleted the old one. Wait. What the freak just happened? Okay. It's okay. It's okay. He's back. And better than ever. Now there's two of him. Okay. Straight in my Ace Attorney. Now there's two of them. Oh my god. Clipboard VT. I wasn't aware they called you Clipboard. Oh my god, I can't look. I for real can't look over this way. My neck is showing through. I need to re-rig this. I need to give myself ears. Let's... Oh god. It's kind of bad. Actually, no. It just looks like that. It's bad if I do this. Okay guys, remember, if you ever start rigging Live 2D models, don't do that. I just realized gambling is illegal in Japan, but gacha was invented there. The people yearn to gamble. No! It's the vape cigarette effect all over again. No! Fix a problem by creating a whole new problem. Woohoo! Competition? Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Clash? Sorry, only the cards. Their backs wreathed in blue flame. That's a Seraphim song. No, its final outcome. Does he have to get so poetic with it? Or come again.
The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women.
Does he seem like a guy who's into woman? Riddle me this pain. That will be our first order of business here then. To find out more about this fatal game of cards. ... Payne seems like the kind of guy who would call them females. Ew, you're right. Ew, after that haircut, he would. Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure. This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing. I guess he just has that now. I guess that's just his voice now. The competition. I am a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. Huh. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is. A game. And our customers are happy. Wow. Stop smirking, right? You ain't part of the Blue Man group. Yeah, ever since he got his suit taken away, boo. A pianist who can't play piano?
Better than a defense attorney who can't defend.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Right, Your Honor. My first
Cross-examination.
Don't blow it.
Are you alright? You're sweating bullets.
Bullets? Where?
It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy too. I like how he's supposed to have like a strained and raspy voice. He gets Deku MHA.
My brain feels strained and raspy, sir.
Why is Apollo 12 years old? I don't know. He said, my name is Apollo Justice. And that one line decided his whole fate. You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times, though you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher?
What to do? Should I ask Mr. Kevin for a refresher course in cross-examination?
Yes, please.
Better safe than sorry, especially this early in the game.
You can't break the fourth wall. We just started the game.
Yes, teach me. I know nothing.
Indeed, your job, Justice, is to be mindful of the court record and the testimony. Look for inconsistencies in the testimony with what the court record tells you. When you found an inconsistency, that's when you present the conflicting evidence from the court record with E.
But I didn't hear anything strange at all in the testimony just now.
A good sign that you need to press the witness with Q for more information. Whenever you say my name is Apollo Justice, it sounds like you're going to declare that you're going to be the next Hokage. No. Bro is about to make his Pikachu use lightning bolt, thunderbolt. Was it? Guys, fake Pokemon fan. It's Thunderbolt, right? I'm like, it's been a while. I also don't use electric types. I think Apollo's transgender. I don't know which way. You're right. It doesn't matter which way. He just is. He's been claimed. Impress him? Don't let the fact that he's a remarkable man hold you back. Get more information.
But isn't Mr. Wright my client?
Well, think you can do it?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Paul's voice is like that because he just started HRT! He's trying his best. He's trying his best to... I don't know which way, but he's trying his best.
I think I can do it.
I think you'd better, or we're gonna have a problem. Just remember, find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it. Inconsistencies, lies.
Phoenix Wright? As if Phoenix Wright would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it.
HRT, honestly review a testimony. That's good. Oh my god. Thank you for being here, everyone. Show's over. That was the best joke we're gonna have today. The defense may begin the cross-examination. I totally just missed everything. I totally just forgot everything they said. Okay. Press.
You can hardly play?
Oh, I play sometimes, when customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want.
Was that supposed to be a boast just now?
The title of pianist is a mask. That's what the mask is. A respectable face I wear for the world at large. Then why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club? Almost like he's gonna explain this. Okay. Press.
They pay you just to play poker?
That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all.
Ah, do I detect pride in that statement?
Says Mr. Payne, who is not prideful in the slightest.
It's just hard for an honest, hardworking member of society like me to imagine.
Yes, your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston. Get him.
What?
I've played poker for 7 years in that little room, and I've never lost once.
What?
Phoenix Wright trying not to be cryptic and overbearingly mysterious challenge. He really just looked over at his shoulder like and covered his eyes like, heh, I'm Phoenix Wright. And I used to be an ace attorney. Definitely someone who thinks of himself as a proud boy, at least. He's not prideful. He's not even Pride Month. Ace attorney if it was woke. Wait, hold on. Let me like adjust my chair. Ace attorney if it was woke. We got Apollo Justice. We got Phoenix Wright. Got Athena Sykes. We got Winston Pride. We got the... I can't make anything out of Judge. I'm not gonna lie. The cis judge got him. You see where the customers come now? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw.
Wait, you've never lost once? Not even one time?
As I said, I'm a professional.
He's played poker for 7 years and not,
guys, I think he's played poker for 7 years and not lost once. I think that's crazy. Wow. I think they need to tell us again just to clarify if he's played poker for 7 years and not lost once. I can't believe what they did to Ace Attorney after the time skip. Everyone's got pronouns. Truly the dark age of the law. Instead of Nayuta, we got I don't know their names, bruh. I just know that one of those named Nayuta, and I can't think of a really bad woke pun. We got no pronouns, Yuta. I'm so good at this.
Is that even possible?
He played poker for 7 years and not lost once. I was making my gambling coach. Guys, I think he played poker for 7 years straight and never lost once. Are they gonna bring it up again? No, okay. The room where we play in the blah blah blah.
The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction?
It has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Boat Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day.
Black market?
All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room. A smoky room, gambling, hoods, you know? Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad. You know, considering he looks like that should just be his name. To have played poker for 7 years straight and never lost once is my favorite abnormality. No. Yeah, I loved its ego that maybe plays poker for 7 years straight and never lose once. And the ego weapon that makes my opponent play poker for 7 years straight and only lose, maybe even only lose once. Whoa, I need to turn Do Not Disturb on too. What the freak? You can tell I haven't done this in a hot minute. Okay. The bosses gather around the table, gutting deals safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon, oh my god, we got gooners and Ace Attorney, keeps watch through this small window. I can practically picture it now.
That window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else.
You know, this reminds me of when I used to play Roblox. I used to have a panic room in Bloxburg where I would have a little window where I could like stare at people trying to visit my house. And I'd like someone would ring the doorbell of my house in Bloxburg. I would run to the panic room and like stalk them until they left. Okay. Let's see. The room had a few other tricks to it that was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. Press. We're gonna be here so long, literally just pressing. 2 decks of cards? Simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards. Oh. There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor. I do fear human interaction. I am so bad at human interaction. I should not be a lawyer, but I am anyways because I hate pyramid schemes. Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor, each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. Okay. Okay, we get it. You like words, Christoph Gavin. It's poetic, really. No, you're making it poetic. Honey, you're making it poetic. No one is thinking this. Incidentally, we use 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards is red, the other blue. As I recall, in poker, you make 5-card hands. I don't know how to play poker, so if they require, like, poker knowledge, we're kind of screwed. I can see how it would be easy to cheat. Heh. Yes, a game of hands. Okay, don't be cryptic, Mr. Wright, you silly man. This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently.
That's right! It was a simple game after all.
Are you sure?
Huh?
People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. You'd be surprised. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment that the crime occurred, yet you claim no connection to the crime. Now that's strange. What's strange? I was testifying about the competition that night. Oh. I just noticed his head says Papa. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Get him. He's using his sneaky lawyer tactics. Oh no. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense.
Arg! I completely let that one slip by.
Don't despair yet, Justice.
Sir?
Right. There's something I'd like made clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand, and I'd like to hear it from you. Sure, why not? Very well. The defendant will amend his testimony.
Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony.
Okay, literally where? Oh. I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon. Okay, what do you mean by that, bro?
Silence?
The defendant has the right to refuse to testify. I haven't forgotten everything about the law.
But why? That clearly puts you at a disadvantage.
And it's your job to turn that around in our favor, yes?
Great.
Like I didn't have enough to do already. Why is he making this harder? Bruh. Imagine picking your defense attorney and then also just being like, actually, I'm gonna make this harder for you, Mr. Defense Attorney, and I'm gonna go to prison for life. Man. So when are they gonna talk about the banana and all the jokers? When does that come up in poker rules? Who knows? It's when they start talking about abnormalities. No. Justice, didn't you detect anything odd about that testimony?
Huh? Wait, something he said did ring a little strangely. Just one thing. Now what was it?
When you figure it out, I'd suggest presenting evidence. Evidence that contradicts the testimony.
A contradiction in Mr. Wright's testimony? But why? I'd better check the court record. I can't imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony.
I mean, pleading silence is probably statistically the right call in all circumstances. True. It's just kind of like, bruh. Like, you're purposely making this harder for the new guy? I guess, in a way, that is kind of, like, good. Because, like, he is new. So it's like, I guess it evens out somehow. Phoenix is just doing this for the love of the game. Bro is still the ace attorney. Isn't it a little early to be jumping to conclusions? This is your first cross-examination. Take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget to press.
Right, I got it. I'm fine.
Time to listen to that testimony again. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna look. Okay, I'm scared. Okay. The basement. 2 a.m., April 17. Okay. We're just gonna press everything once again. Is there not... Isn't there like a 2 times button? Or is that only on the DS version? Or is it like covered by my phone and I just can't see? Take on customers. Oopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. This one. Just play poker, that would seem to be the case. Professional poker player. Pride in that statement. Haha, Winston Payne. 7 years, never lost once. Okay. This is like, this is, yep, okay, you never lost once. Okay, we get it. He's never lost once. Okay, we get it. He's never lost once. Play in the comp. Does it have anything to do with that? Okay, maybe not. Because we have something to not contradict that, but at least present, right? Is it erasure that people insist on Phoenix having one or the other sexuality when he's clearly an ace attorney? It is erasure. Oh my gosh, how dare they? I can't believe this. Let's see. Room in the crime scene photo. Is it an attraction? Quite a history. Black market. Okay. Smoky room, gambling hood. Do you know he feels bad about it? Safe from the eyes of the law. Okay, that window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else. The room. Okay. The room. Would it be here? Okay. See, wait, can you look at the photo again? What if he had a really good poker hand that would contradict the never lost claim? Maybe. Is there a way to... Okay, so he never touched the weapon. It's sitting right there. He's not lying to the court, or so we think. These are different colors, but that might just be explained by shading. Oh wait, no. These are different colors. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm paying attention to the wrong thing here. Excuse me. There's a simple... I'm seeing 2 decks of cards. 2 decks of cards. Prevent cheating. Alternate the deck. There are some lying scattered on the floor in addition to the table. Cards on the table, cards on the floor, each one forming a complete deck. Okay, waxing poetic. 1 card, red, 1 blue. Okay, so he's definitely cheating. He's definitely cheating. Okay. Oh god, I forgot how much I dislike this gameplay. I'm so bad at trying to figure out what they want me to pick, right? Like, he's definitely cheating, so I'm thinking it's either here. I'm thinking we present the room. Right? Okay. A game, and the customers are happy. Tell me you weren't gambling. He's not gambling. A game. He didn't bet any money, not even a little. Game was pride itself. Ho ho, well put, Mr. Wright. Got a mind to play a hand of poker myself. The stakes, your fate. Can we get back to the trial now? He pleads silence. He never touched the murder weapon. Silence? Okay. Yep, you're allowed to do that. About that testimony? Huh? Wait. Something he said did ring a little strangely. Just one thing. Now, what was it? Figure it out. I'd suggest presenting evidence. Evidence that contradicts the testimony. Contradiction in Mr. Wright's testimony about what? I better check the court record. I can't imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony. Isn't it a little early to join the conclusion? Okay. Room where they play used to be part of the black market, and the competition in there. Okay. Poker using 2 decks of cards. Would it be here? If it's not here, I'm gonna cry. Oh wait, whoops. Okay, it wasn't that one. Okay. Guys, we might fail our first trial. Two decks of cards. Okay, so it wasn't that one. Room where they play. Competition in there. Alright, it's time to lock in. The competition. He asks here why you never touch the murder weapon. Then I do not have enough to buy Marker Kane. Shit, no, don't worry. I got you. He's kind of behind me. He's kind of behind me. Why is he there? Hold on. Trust. Just kind of gotta like. There we go. It's fine. Hold on. Let's see. What if I just redeemed it myself? Oh my gosh. Okay. Time to get swole. So true. Okay. I don't have enough room in this corner of mine. Do I have enough room to do even one squat? Yes, if I look this way. Okay. 3, 2, 1. 1. 2. I am rubbing against the chair. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. Was it 5? We're gonna find out. La 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 la. Okay, 5 squats. Yay! We did it. Boink. Whoa! Pulling my chair back in. Oh no, my glasses. Okay. Okay, should I remove the hat? It's kind of hard to see the text, I just realized. When are you updating your pronouns to weenus, by the way? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe never. Maybe people just have to like look at me and just kind of like guess, you know? You see, Judge. Have you considered Shady Smith failed to break the world shell and died without ever being born? See, Judge. My client, the victim. Have you considered it was just a skill issue? Would it be here? Let's see. He pleads silence, but he never touched the murder weapon. Objection! Oh, here. I was so focused on the room, I didn't. Okay. Silly. So you say you didn't touch the murder weapon. This grape juice bottle, right? Right. So I said. Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
Hee hee hee.
What was that hair flip?
Too bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
What's this, Mr. Payne?
I examined the bottle in question, you see. And it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints.
Damn, he said it. Objection, he says in the Deku voice. No need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine. What is he doing with his antenna? Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears and our case. But what about my cores of steel? How the hell were you supposed to know that? Through the power of, I don't know. Anyway, what's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant? Well, that's true. The prints all own. Okay. Sure. Cut him off, I guess. Oh, that wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. Huh? But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down. Upside down? What does that mean? It means they were upside down. What? There's a lot going on, huh? It means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can be only one reason for that. Okay, I guess we're doing this for the next 15 minutes. Yeah. To brain someone with, like, the bottle. Mr. Gavin, like, I think things just took a turn for the worse. Oh, like, I see no problem. Like, justice. Uh-huh. The only thing that, like, matters is, like, the truth. There's a good reason for, like, everything. You'll see. Defendant, can you, like, explain your fingerprints on the bottle to this court? I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now. Not very, like, cooperative, are you? It's gonna hurt your case. There's so much going on. I mean, like, there's so much going on. Now I'm imagining Apollo first being possessed by Damien Yu-Gi-Oh style just for, like, Damien to be hijacked by a valley girl. Like, which Exorcist movie is this? Oh my gosh. Damien gets, like, hijacked by Cromer. Cromer gets hijacked by the freaking, like, LPS popular girlies. I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's, like, hiding something. There must be some reason. Your Honor, you seem to have, like, forgotten something. And what might that be, Mr. Gavin? On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police? Reported? Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright, but still, that... really? Yes, well, according to the case file... slowly we are devolving into, like, a, like, narrator, like, YouTuber. The murder was reported from near the crime scene by a call from, like, the defendant's cell phone. Near the scene? Let's take a look at a diagram of the murder scene, shall we? The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from the ground level. Can we get Subway Surfer or Minecraft Parkour? I could make that a redeem for, like, next time. I think the next Twitch stream full on is, like, a week from now because I wanted to play... I think because, like, I wanted to play, like, Mahoyaku and watch Charisma House, like, this week. So, like, oopsie! Of course, like, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. This is a good angle. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant. I see, and, like, this is the phone that made the call. Used by the defendant to notify the police from the restaurant's first floor. Right, cell phone added to the court record. How long do I have to, like, do this? I kinda, like... forgot. Oopsie. What do you mean? Yeah, like... oh my god, what's wrong with me? Why didn't I... forever? Oh no! And the defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities. And you claim he is being uncooperative? He looks like so lost. No thoughts in that head. Irk. Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I better not waste this. I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being. Toyed? I assure you, like, no one is more serious about... what was it you said? The defendant was, like, in the room the very moment the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this? That's a good question. How indeed? The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness. Hee. You're as good as they say you are. So someone else was in the room the night of the crime? That must mean they witnessed the crime. Oh my god, no way. The witness witnessed the crime? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Witnesses witness things. The dialogue. Everything up till now has been a warm-up, Justice. Are you, like, ready? Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness to the stand. The witness will state her name and profession. Hold on just, like, a moment. Where's the witness? She's, like, right there. Are you blind? I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns. Demonic is, like, one thing. They kind of just, like... They just kind of, like, look like antenna, you know? Like, they just go, like, swoop, swoop. So, I used a little hair gel. Relax, people. Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off. You are sure? I swear on my gavel. Please come out. Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor? Well, if you are sure, it's okay. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Now the prosecution. Eh? Wait a minute. Would the prosecution care to explain the witnesses' paraphernalia? Yes. She is a professional, Your Honor. Those are merely the tools of her trade. And that would be... My name is Olga Orly. I am employed as a waitress in Borscht Bowl Club restaurant. Then, like, why the camera? Of course, it is my pride to serve borscht at his naming restaurant. But I also perform, how it is said, other service. I take it one of these other services is taking the customer's pictures. Da-da! Like, for example, this one. Oh. Oh my gosh, I should drink water. I'm gonna be back. Me and my like super loud gulps. Whoopsie. That's the defendant? Indeed, on the night of the murder. Man in white hat is the one who has gone kaput. Indeed, that is the victim. Excuse me. Order, order. This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps. In the same way as I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers. Casually. Then the court will casually accept this new evidence. Casually. Olga's photo was added casually to the court record. Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder? I was in room. The hideout, we call it. Excuse me? Like, the hideout? It is room where famous gangster bad guy... God damn it. Was arrested. His room where murder took place. What do you mean his name is Bad Guy? You can't just have Shady Smith and Bad Guy? You're kidding me! Your look of utter surprise. It is lovely. I will post my cart room door later for you. Da da. Photos will be numbered and you will write which ones you want a copy of. So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. Hold on, let me like look at this. I was caught so off guard by a bad guy. Okay. Officer Goodman, no. Wasn't there a guy named Goodman? Like, wasn't there one named Goodman in like the first game. What was like, or was it like Brightman? I don't remember his like name, but it was like something like that, right? He kind of like got killed, and he was a detective, and like Emma Sky's sister, like Lana Sky, was gonna get arrested for it. Yeah, he's a guy from Sky Case. Yeah, I was thinking that, like, bro died. Sorry. Not gonna lie, Rena is just no selling the Russian accent. Is giving, is it? Detective Bruce Goodman. Oh my god, his name is actually Goodman. We got Goodman and Bad Guy in the same universe. This really is one of the games of all times, isn't it? The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley are witness. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means... Very well. Witness! He will testify to the court about that night's events. Oh boy. Oh. That fateful night. That night, a customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was called. Both players played with hats on, duh. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened, duh. That man flew at victim and is strangling him to death. Oh. What? That's not what? Incidentally, who won the game? Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith. That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't... God damn it. Justice, maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection. But he hadn't lost in 7 years. Take it from me, kid. It happens. I didn't lose a case my first 7 years as a prosecutor either. Incidentally, I have some evidence here. Damn, what the freak. These are the poker chips as they lay the very moment of the crime. Oh no, do I need to know poker for this? The hand and chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith. Chips, you say? Duh, I mean, yes, imagine that poker is war. Your hand is your army and the chips are the spoils. I know that. After all, like, in my youth I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3. Sure you were. Sure you were, Mr. Judge. Like, whatever you say, dude. I think he means poker face. Meh. Looking at this picture. It does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table. Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Okay, so like... It's definitely gotta be like that last part, right? Probably. Okay. Okay. I really hope it's like this, because if not, that would be so awkward. What do you mean you don't know his age? What the freak? Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd. Oh my gosh, I got it right first try. I'm so cool. They both have full houses, but Shady's hand is stronger because the cards have higher value. I still don't know what poker does, like what happens in poker, so I will take your word for it. I don't know how long I've been doing this voice. I'll be honest. I think I have it set for 15 minutes, so I will stop in like 3 minutes. So you have to like deal with this for another 3 minutes. I hope you guys are enjoying the freaking Valley Girl voice, because this is such a jump scare. Nah, normal customers only choke on borscht. No, I mean this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Ack! Miss Arlie, really now, did you witness the crime? How'd she do that? How'd she do all that? Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything. Yeah, it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Owie. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation. He's bald. Ew. Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? This head certainly was hit. Oh my god, I think he was hit on the head. Wow, who would have thought? Crime photo to added to the court record. Like, but I have seen it happen. The defendant, he lunged at victim his neck. How really, Miss Orley? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time. Justice, I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean? I found a contradiction. There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me. Very well. It seems you should continue the cross-examination. There's such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead. Let's stop beating it. There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too. Oh. Okay. You're dealing cards. Do you do this often? Duh, I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Borscht, cards, more borscht. It is my work. It's good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service. Welcome you to Borscht Bowl Club, where borscht is as warm as the waitresses. I always read waitresses as witnesses. Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination. Oh my gosh. I should have slept more. I forgot how tiring this was. It was cold. Both players played with hats on, duh. It's already April. How could it be cold? At Borscht Bowl Club, we have pride on authentic rustic Russian restaurant theme. Outside it is city and spring, but inside it is always as cold as Mother Russia. No way am I going there. Okay. I think the 15 minutes is over, so you guys get to stop being tortured by this voice. Let's see. When it comes to hot borscht, cold is best seasoning, duh. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. His locket? I believe it was good luck charm, duh. He gripped it many times as he played that night. Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the stars. Though if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have much lift. Is the mark of Cain permanent? You know, it has been over 10 minutes. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. I kind of forgot that he was there. I won't even lie. Depends with like a clarification. This is a locket we're talking about? I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket? Of course, I knew that. I feel like that joke doesn't quite translate into English. It's probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that. No, a locket's a locket. It doesn't matter what shape. Oh my god. It's considered bad form to poke fun at the hard of hearing in our society. Hard of hearing or hard of understanding. So what happened next? Goodbye, hit streamer Mark of Cain 2023. He's gone. For now. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened, duh. Hit him with bottle. Tried to strangle victim. He hit him with bottle. Why am I so eepy? You didn't say anything about hitting before. So sorry. I must be forgetting this, duh. Witness, you will take greater care with your testimony. Oh, duh. I'm sorry, Your Honor. And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. The defendant made to strangle his victim, then changed his mind, and chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. I guess I'm, like, kind of stuck doing this, huh? Yes, that sums it up nicely. So he strangled him, then hit him? Something's fishy about all this. Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do. No, I don't. Right, sir. Leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and... What if Mr. Wright isn't the killer? I've got you now, Orly. Is this the thing where I need to press every single one? Hold on. Hat removed during investigation. The chips when it took place. The fingers are the result of Ray just gulping the entire bottle, I'm sure of it. Could be. Cool, both players played with hats on. Hold on. Can we go back to when they're explaining the phone? Apollo again, increasingly more irritated as he finds out just how unnecessarily confusing everyone is. Feels accurate to the real-life experience of entering the workforce. Me looking at jobs yesterday, trying to find one that doesn't require experience, but all of them require experience, even though they're only like 13 to 14 an hour. Like, what is up with that? Like, I don't have the experience, and even if I did, I'm not gonna work for you for 13 to 14 an hour. Crying, shaking, sobbing. I love being in my 20s in the modern day. Okay, April, it's cold. They match the atmosphere. And unlock it at his neck, and it's lock it, not rocket. Last hand is done with something terrible. Oh, whoopsie. Something terrible? Eek! The defense will refrain from needless shouting. Sorry, I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing. Now it's Orly. Can you tell us what happened? Oops. Oh, I was so frightened, duh, I trembled with fear. Tried to strangle the victim, he hit him with bottle. Strangle, then hit. Victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright. Last hand is done. Would it be here? I don't really know what goes on in poker, but would it be here? Objection! I want to say yes. The music is still going. I messed up. Can I save? Okay, I can save. That's really nice. Okay. Customer asks to deal cards. And then she does a lot of other things. It was cold. They match the thing. It's like, you can't really use logic in this game. I won't even lie. The defendant and Mr. Smith at the Borscht Bowl Club played with hats on. His hand is on his neck. I don't know if it would... He doesn't have a locket here. See, Ace Attorney games are fun because if you try to use actual like logical reasoning, they're like, nuh-uh. Locket at his neck. There's no locket here, so maybe this one. They only took the hat off. Where did the locket go? Okay. Really? The photo with the closer shot of his neck, probably. Okay. Let's try that one again then. I'm so glad there's a save function. with his hat on his neck. With his hand on his... Oopsie. There we go. Okay, thank you. You know, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But what does it mean? Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is you're thinking so intensely about? Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said. I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar. No, but look at this photograph. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this. Actually, I'm being backseated. Willingly. Well, what does it mean? If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death. Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no? Taken it off. Wait, isn't it literally... Is Phoenix not wearing it? I will say that I last played this game was 18 years ago, so I barely remember things enough to backseat effectively. Oh my god, it's 18 years old. That's crazy. The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it? Oh. Oh. Defendant, what do you have to say to this? He's kind of wearing it. Wait, is that even like the same? It's a different chain. Say, yes? I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? Oh? You mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter. Come again? Mr. Wright, you have a daughter? We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. So Mr. Wright has a locket too? Why didn't I buy that? This is just a coincidence. Well now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game. Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost badly. As someone who still doesn't know how poker works, okay. Whatever you say, man. Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and defendant. Duh. Oh boy. The game began with 3,500 points and chips for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning was the victim. For last hand, defendant played with all chips on the table and lost. The moment loss was decided, defendant grabs bottle from table and... Were they just talking? Looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game. This court knows poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow. Huh. How many times have I heard these words? I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret what I done. A common tale, but true. Methinks. You can't just use methinks. Whoa there. The judge watches too many old court movies. Said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong. Unless he's lying. Yes, you can. I use methinks all the time. Okay, but you aren't Apollo Justice. Don't be uncultured. I use methinks, but I'm not Apollo Justice. Like where he just threw it out there. It was kind of a jump scare. Wow, stop gatekeeping. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm for gatekeeping. Methinks from Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney at Law. One who was winning was the victim. Defendant played with all chips on table and lost. Moment loss was decided. Defendant grabbed bottle from table. Okay. So we probably have to press. Let's press here. Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used? No, not special. Usual game, usual rules. If each man began with 3,500 points, the total would be 7,000. Exactly 6, no 7,000. How did you get 6, bro? Please, this isn't calculus. It's just basic. It's basic addition. It's not even long division. Why was he? What was that cryptic little dot 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 there? Okay. Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used? Duh. Duh, of course. Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? Yes. Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips. Explain? What is there to be explained? Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips. Not a chip off the old block, not a motorcycle cop, not a... Okay. Wow. Okay, Dr. Seuss. Thanks. Now that I've pressed her, I better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even? Yet. As I've been saying before, it was a game, not gambling. Hard perhaps for a okay. Whoa there. For capitalists to understand. 2 types of chip. 100 points chip and 1,000 points chip. Okay. Let's... Okay, I'm assuming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Okay. It's not money, da. Justice. Sir, don't you find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir. I'd have it added to her testimony myself. Well, does the defense want the witness to add to her testimony? Yes. Yes, I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Add it to the testimony. I wish I knew where I was going with this. Very well, witness, if you would be so kind. Duh, Your Honor. One kind of chip is worth 100 points, the other kind is worth 1,000. 3,500 points in chips, so that's 7,000 total. So... Would it be here? Because if we rely on the assumption that the small ones are 100, then that would make sense, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's too many black chips, right? Objection! Oh, I'm so goated! You're sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure? It seems our new attorney is a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won, if you're not in kindergarten. Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court? Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points? Why, the big ones, of course, duh. Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up. The totals? Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips, and the combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points. Yes, if my calculations are correct. Let's see. 3 plus 1 carry the— oh my god. They are, Your Honor. Now, look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if these ones are 1,000, there's one missing. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up, how much is it? Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you? 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony. Yeah. But why? How could this be? Exactly, Justice. Now that you know the what, you must determine the why. Right, there's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Starting points were wrong. Chip count was wrong. Here. Each man began the game with 3,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown in this photograph, then there can only be one answer. Well, what is it? The value of the chips was the other way around. What? Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones. Madness! Utter madness! Show me that photograph of the chips again. 6 small chips and 10 large chips. Why, that does make 7,000 points when you add them up. Huh. Excellent work, Justice. Good job, Justice. You can do basic math. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself. Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it. But wait! The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing. Indeed, the victim did have the larger number of chips still. Huh. Exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points, the large chips are 100. Let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table. The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points, and Bro had 4,100 points. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well now, it seems that Mr. Root was winning that night after all. That's impossible. My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning. Yarg! Now, Miss Orley, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime. Weren't you? Eek! Her borscht! It's straight up getting borsted! Order! Order! It appears our defendant has lost his motive. Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened. We must now ask ourselves whether we can trust the witness's testimony at... Excuse me? What is it, Miss Orley? I totally forgot to do the voice. I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see, See what, Miss Orley? What do we see? At the last hand, there was cheat! Cheat? You don't mean a trick? Wait, or do you mean a scam? They're all the same thing. Yes, there is cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with chips as they are. Great, just great. First we have lying, now cheating. This case certainly has taken a turn about, whoa, for the interesting. He's just here for a good time. Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand. Low-key, my voice is kind of getting tired, and I am also tired. So what if in theory, I did end here? Hopefully next time I stream this, because this is probably a good place to end, right? Actually, let me save. Just in case. Saving anyways, just because I don't have health. Oopsie. Okay. I am like ridiculously tired. I forgot how much energy doing this takes up. And I'm also kind of hungry. So I am going to go sleep because I'm sleepy. And my voice is getting kind of tired. I won't even lie, but yeah, the fact you do it at 8 a.m. is kind of crazy, right? But it's like the best time for me to do it, just because every other time has risk of like people walking in, you know? So yeah, get some rest and nutrition, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, next time I stream this might also be next Tuesday, 8 a.m.-ish. And then I'll try to stream it more next week. It's just this week I really want to watch Charisma House and play Mahoyaku. And I also need to, I don't know. We'll figure it out what happens. I'll figure out what happens somehow. But yes, thank you everyone who came by. Hopefully next stream we can finish up this first case. If not, then that'll be a really brow moment. Yeah. Okay, goodbye everyone. Outro moment. No more yapping. Wee woo wee woo wee woo. Okay, yeah, that's it. Bye.